Hello, hello, everyone. My name is Roxanne. Thanks for coming and joining here with me today. We're going to talk about what to do after you booked your client on a vacation. I should start with I'm a silver leader and IATAN card holder. And some of my team is in this group, so I look forward to hearing from you guys too. Pitch in whatever you want. But yeah, I wanted to talk about, do you guys have a process? Have you guys all done some bookings, and do you have anything that you've started already? If so, do you want to share? No, that's okay. I am a systems girl. I love my systems. And if I didn't have a system in place, I would kind of feel a little lost. So my system, I will share what I do for my system, and you can write notes or take notes or write down and copy what I do, whatever works for you. I think really trial and error helps the best. Think about, like, when you travel yourself, what do you want to do? What do you need as far as information goes? And how do you save your information? Where do you save your information? So when I'm looking for a client, I already have a folder started on my computer because I've got in there like their inquiry form. If they filled out a form for me, or if I filled out the form during our phone conversation or consult, um, then I've got some information more so about their vacation, their travels, what they want. Maybe I've taken notes on different itineraries that I've looked up and different resorts that I've looked at for them. So I have tons of papers here. I take tons of notes on all of my stuff. So I have notes everywhere. And then I like to keep like I have little printouts that I print, and then I take my notes on when we're having our discussions. So I like to keep, I'm kind of old school. I like to keep physical files and electronic files. I never actually end up going back to my physical files after I've booked the vacation. I really only use what I have saved on my computer after that point, once I've booked them. So once I've booked them, I'm going to keep things like the confirmation from the supplier. The supplier either is going to probably email you. My favorite supplier, I book a lot of cruises and a ton of all-inclusives. So my favorite supplier for all-inclusives is Vacation Express, and I really like their platform. It's easy to use. It makes sense to me. I like that they keep me in the loop along the way and send emails. They send an email to confirm the booking, but I also can go in Vacation Express and find it as well. So it's usually like the next day after I booked it that they will send the agent copy and a guest copy to me in email. So I'm old school. I print it out and I save it on my computer. So when I print it out, I'm going to look at it and I want to review everything on that booking I was going to say itinerary, but their confirmation, to make sure it matches what I have. I want to make sure their name matches the passport that they've sent me, because I have always get a copy of their passport before booking them, because I need to make sure that I type in their name correctly and I spell it all right. So I'm going to double check that it's all correct. Even though I've double checked it when I entered it all in, I'm still going to double check it again, because I don't want there to be any issue when they get to the resort. That would be horrible. If they get to the airport even and they can't get on the airplane, that would be awful. So I always double check everything on that itinerary that they've sent me. The guest copy, I make sure to email my guest or my traveler, and I tell them, here's a copy of your booking. I make sure it doesn't have agent specific information like the commission and stuff, because they don't need to see that. It's already built into the price. So that's all they've seen already, right? That's why they have different copies, agent copy and guest copy. When I save it on my computer, I save it in all caps at the end after the booking number. I save it as my copy so I can easily see it when I'm looking in I talk with my hands a lot, by the way. I can easily see it when I'm just looking in my computer at the files and I know what I'm looking for. And I always call it booking confirmation, and I put the confirmation number in the file name. Then I'll write my copy, or I'll type the passenger's last name because it's just easier to find things by last name. And it's all in their folder as well. So I will send them a copy of their guest copy of their booking confirmation. I ask them to review it, make sure that their names are all spelled correctly, their date of births are correct, that I've booked them at the correct resort that we talked about, on the correct dates, travel dates, all of that stuff. I ask them to review it in email. So I want to send them an email. I sometimes they'll email me back, or they'll just text me and say, hey, yep, everything looks good. If they email me, great. If they just text me, okay, I don't really delete my texts, and my texts don't just delete on their own, I guess. So I kind of have a paper trail in a way if I want to go back and say, well, you did verify this, that it was all correct, just in case of anything. It's not happened, knock on wood, but because of what I do other than travel, I always want to make sure I have all my T's crossed and I's dotted and have that paper trail of liability, I guess. So the next thing that I do, I save it on my computer, right? And then I use Travify as a system. So I will go and put it in their trip plans, and I'll save it as booking confirmation and add the booking number so that they've got an electronic version of their, even though I've emailed it to them, I put it in through my system that I use because I'm hoping that they use it and that they're reviewing it. So that's really the first thing that I do is I'm reviewing that I've spelled everything correctly, reviewing everything looks good, and asking them to review it as well. It's their trip. Once I've done that, the next step that I do is I will submit a commission tracking form. So that's the second thing I do after I review it all. I submit the commission tracking form in our back office so you go into your back office, you have to go to your travel site back office and submit the commission form. And if you guys were on the live video the other night with Ron, sorry, I'm getting all these texts on my computer now. Then you guys remember that he said you've got to get that submitted within X number of days, or your commission is going to kind of be cut. So if you want to get paid your full commission, it's very important to make that one of your first couple steps. And I think in threes, I usually think in threes. So within my first 3 steps, I'm first going to review and make sure everything looks good and send it to the customer. Then I'm going to go right into track my commission and put it in through the system. And then I also have a tracking system that I created for myself. It's called, I call it my traveler's booking spreadsheet. Let me find it here and I'll share what it kind of looks like for you guys. So let me see here. Share my screen. So this is can you see my screen? Give me a thumbs up if you guys can see my screen.
Yes.
Okay, cool, thanks. So this is my traveler's booking spreadsheet. I have different color codes from how my brain works. These are 2 that I never got paid for. Those are transfers, whatever. It's something I'll have to deal with later sometime. I'm not super concerned about it, obviously. So anyhow, I have different colors coded for different reasons, and the yellow means that they've traveled and they're back. They've returned from their trip already. So now I'm going to be watching this one for the dates I have set up in here for 30 days from return date, 60 days from return, 90 days from return, and tracking if I got paid for those things. Then I've got some tracking here, so let me see. I've got a blank spreadsheet I can send or somehow upload in here maybe. Because this is where I really track all of my numbers. I think it's important to know your numbers. Also, this is a good reference point to find the booking number of somebody's trip, right? And the dates that they went. So let me see these people right? Okay, so they were on a fun jet vacation. They got back on the 18th. They scheduled their own flights because one of them, it works for a Delta. So they didn't have to book their flights or anything. So I just booked resort only and they took care of their flights independently. If I'm booking their flights, like the next couple that's leaving tomorrow, then I make sure to put in here where they're going. They're going from Milwaukee to this airport in Costa Rica. Okay, what is it? It's a land because that's on the tracking form. When did they sign the credit card authorization form? I put that date in there. The gross for their vacation, the deposit they paid, and the balance due. Now, yes, I've gotten this all paid. They've all paid for it up front and everything. I don't really have that as a step. That's more so a don't forget to offer your clients after they've booked a payment plan. If they want to pay in increments, because they have a deadline they have to pay it by, right? So they only have to pay a deposit to start out with. And now they're going to need to make payments towards their balance. So like today, I just sent out a couple emails to these people, these two and this one, these three people, because they're all going on different princess cruises. So I sent emails out to them. They booked them back in November. We went through December. This one was early December. We went through January. We're almost through the end of January. I thought I'm going to offer them because they've got they've got plenty of time to pay these off before they're due the end of different months. So I just sent them out an email today to let them know, hey, here's how much your gross vacation is. Here's how much you paid as a deposit. Here's the balance due. Let me know if you want to make any payment plan. If you want me to send you a credit card authorization every month for however much, whatever they decide. Then I'll put that in my reminders under their profile in my system that I use, Travify. Okay. So whatever system works best for you to remind yourself of those things is going to be good. But that's why I like to have this whole spreadsheet as my tracking form. Because I'm not only tracking like when are they going on vacation, I'm tracking their booking number and what kind of booking it is, where they're going, the dates, the dollars, my dollars that I'm looking at. So then here is, okay, the gross vacation, right? They paid a deposit, balance due, the end date that the balance is due by, right? Then my gross commission, I put my gross commission in here. Then I've got, if I took a square fee, like this one here on line 38, they paid me a $55 booking fee. Okay, I've since upped it over the last several months. I now do it, it's $100 and now I do $150. I just got somebody to pay that the other day. So that's a different training for a different day. Anyways, I make that a different color, but I do have a column in here because sometimes I have square processing fees and I need to track those fees because at the end of the year, I'm going to write them off for taxes. Those are fees, cost of doing business. Then I've got in here the Archer split, the 10% to Archer and 10% to my upline, my mentor. And then my net commission. So this is the number that I should be seeing come through under my pending commissions because I've submitted my tracking form, commission tracking form for Archer. And here's my check mark. Yes, did I do that? Or no, is it not applicable kind of thing? And then the dates, 30 days from return, 60 days from return, and so on. So that's where I've got that. And then I have on here notes, and I just wrote again what kind of trip that they booked. I did not write it on for theirs, but I'll have to, I know it's VE, but anyways. And then this last column, did I pay myself? So these three columns are like, I'm sorry, I have to hang up on my son. He keeps calling me. These three columns is just how I sort my finances for my business. You can do whatever you guys want. Out of what I'm paid, my net commission, this column, I figure 40% pay myself, 30% keep in the business for marketing purposes, 30% go to business taxes. So I put in my business savings account. This I put in my business checking. So business savings, business checking, pay myself personal, right? Because this money all goes into my Akimbo card. So then if I want to pay myself, then I see I haven't done the math over here for these. I have to pull this down. and then it will do the math. But now I'm going to be anal. It's going to be the wrong color. So I'll have to play with it later. Okay. So that's just for my own check and everything like that. But yeah, that's my system. Let me see. I had some notes here. Submit the commission tracking form, add the travelers to the spreadsheet. That's what I just did. Oh, and then make sure to send a shout out to your upline, whoever that is, so they can do like a shout out on Travel Knowledge and whatever other pages that your teams are on. Sarah Rogers does a lot of shout outs, and she has a link. Let's see. See if I can share this, if I know how to use the chat. No, I don't know. I don't know if this is the right link because it looks really long, so I'm not sure. I'm second guessing it. But that is Sarah Rogers' shout out Google Sheet. I hope it worked. And so if you guys want to get a shout out, I think it's awesome to get shout outs. She doesn't know. Nobody knows if our team members book anything unless you tell us. Okay. So that's how we can tell them, hey, I booked something. This is it, to get a shout out for yourself, because we should all celebrate each other. I love seeing when other people are booking. That encourages me, and it lights a fire under me. Like, oh, look at them. They're all booking these things. I need to book something. Or, wow, what did so-and-so book that was like 38 grand? What kind of trip was that, Kelly? I want to know. Like, so I want to learn from others and follow in their footsteps. And I want to book those big ones too. Where did you find your clients? How did you, being out there and being a part of everything on Facebook and everything. So, oh yes, thanks, Kelly. Yes, if your platinum is not Sarah, this link won't get to your platinum. If your platinum is Krista, Sushil, or Amy, or anybody else, you need to send them a message if you don't know their Google form link for your shout outs. So get with your platinum to know where to send in your booking that you've done. Okay. What else here? Let me see. I mean, that's pretty much it, other than doing client gifts. I know I'm supposed to talk about that as well, but really the process for after you have a booking made is double check your sheet, the guest copy, double check that you've spelled everything right, send it to your guests or your travelers to verify everything, asking them to verify everything too, and then submit your commission tracking form and track it yourself, whatever system or process you want to use for tracking it. If you guys want a copy of my blank spreadsheet, let me see if I can add a file. Let me see. I stopped sharing my screen, right?
Yes.
Yes, I did. Okay, good. Okay, I'm trying, then I'm going to try to look in my files here if I can find that really quickly. Booking. I know I've sent it to my team gals, but okay, here's a spreadsheet example. I'm going to try to put it in nope, it won't let me put it in the trap. It won't let me put it in the chat. So if you guys want it, feel free. I'm going to put my email here. Just email me and I'll reply to the email. Okay. If you want kind of a blank copy. And I color code things just for my own brain so that when I'm looking at it, I know what I'm looking for. You can color code it however you want. Like, so I have different colors for it's when it's booked and I know it's confirmed and the guest has said, yep, everything looks good. Then when they're en route traveling is another color. Once they've returned back is another color. That's pretty much it. Because then once I've been paid is when I turn it green to say, okay, green, I've gotten paid from it, right? So I track that all in my back office. When I submitted my commission tracking form, you can track and find your paid commissions. So when I see that as paid, when I receive the payment on my Akimbo card, and I've gotten the text that I've been paid for that travel, I go back and I double check and I cross reference, okay, which one did I get paid for? And then that's how I'm double checking and making sure. Because if I didn't get paid for one, which did happen, there was an Expedia tap booking that I did not get paid for, and it was like past 90 days. So I made sure to wait at least 90 days to make sure, because that's what they say. They don't want you to just like within the first month or as soon as they got back, you got to give it some time because some suppliers take a little bit more time to get the payments to Archer. Because remember, they're paying Archer and Archer is paying us. So I want to give them some time to do that. So I wait till after that 90 days, like another 10 days probably, or a week or so. And then I'm like, okay, so then I will go back in and submit the where's my commission tracking form or that form. And then that goes to Evo and then they will follow up with you on that. They will double check and see. Okay. What else? Gifts. Okay, so I like to give gifts. I'm a gift giver. I like to give gifts to my people that travel. So I brought some things here. I'm in the schoolroom at our house because I teach my son during the day. My son that came in for stuff. So we do homeschool from home. So I'm in the schoolroom. So I brought everything up here. Things that I like to give as gifts. So this is my, like, oh, I don't know if you can see it because of this stinking. Somebody told me how to like blur my background because it's not the prettiest. I'm just in an old bedroom and these are closets and nobody needs to see that. So now I don't know how to unblur it, but anyways, I get these boxes at Hobby Lobby. I don't know if I can share pictures in here or maybe I can. I have pictures on my computer. Oh, now where is it? I have my travel. Here it is. I always take pictures of stuff because it's good to have something to look back on. Okay, here's the one I just packaged up. So these boxes are flat. Okay. These I get at Hobby Lobby. And then I just made my logo on stickers. I get little stickers from, oh my gosh, you can get them everywhere. I get them on browncraftlabels.com. They sell stickers. I bought stickers from them for ages in all of my different businesses. I always need labels for something. So I like these flat boxes from Hobby Lobby. You just have to tear up the little clear things. I kind of took pictures the other night when I was packaging this one up to send out so I could show you guys today. So then you just make the box, right? And it's got like a magnetic closure thing. So I like it because this is something that's reusable that you can use for anything else. And it's now branded because I have my sticker on there, right? So now I can write it off, my taxes, because it's branded. If it wasn't branded, it would be a little questionable if I could write it off. So always thinking. So there's my branded box. I built it. Now I'm putting stuff in it. So this is one of my favorite things to give people. Oh my gosh, you can't even see it. I hate this. I'm going to have to figure this out. This is one of my favorite things to give people. These are traveling pouches. They are packing cubes, but they're compression cubes. So once they have their things in those cubes, they zip it up and close it. Then there's another zipper that compresses it. So my idea, obviously they're traveling, right? So I'm giving them stuff to help them with their travels. And my hope is, even though the packing cubes aren't branded, my hope is that they will just remember where they got them from when they're using them for the next time they're traveling anywhere for any reason. Okay. So I always give travel cubes. That red thing, I brought some stuff in this box up here with me. This red thing here is, is that a little bit better? This is a first aid kit. What do you not want to be without when you're traveling is first aid kit. And I get this on Amazon. Cost is about, I don't remember because it's on a subscribe and save. So I get like 10 of them at a time. Obviously, if it's just one couple, I do this per couple, right? I have coming up a couple groups of 4 couples going on different travels. So I just bit the bullet and bought a lot of these recently. Um, but these I like because they're useful, and now I put my sticker on here. I get these on stickeru.com. These are called like tattoo stickers. It's not easily, you can't just peel this off. Um, so I like that a lot because this is something that they will hopefully use on every trip. It's something small. It's not too big to pack in their suitcase to take with them. In this one in particular that I have on the screen, this is for my brides. I have 2 brides getting married in Cancun the first week of February. So I made them little like wine cups, Laurel and Kelsey, and I just made little wine cups and put them in there. As that's something else that I like to do is I like to hand make gifts. So you use your own judgment, whatever you guys want to do, but that's just something that I did. And then I had bought these like bamboo and paper like fans to give their guests. I sent every single guest out. I have a pic. There's all of the guest packages for their wedding. I sent them all a little fan, and those are extra fans for guests in case they break theirs or lose them or don't have one or whatever, because you never know how hot it's going to be in Cancun. It's Cancun, and some people are just warmer people and they need a little breeze. So I thought, oh, something I wanted to give all of the guests was something like that. Now it's not branded. I couldn't figure out or think of a way to brand it, and I wasn't going to pay out the wazoo for branded fans, although that would be the best. I was totally considering it, but at the end of the day, I'm like, no, Roxanne, let's not get too crazy here. There's another thing in that package I can barely see is I have these waterproof phone case things. I like to send these to guests because you can put your phone in here, right? And then you can still, it's safe from sand, it's safe from water, it's pretty safe from lots of things. And it's just a handy dandy little thing. It's not branded. It's not something I can really write off, but hopefully when they use it, they think of me, right? They think of their travel person. Another thing that I like to send that I had somebody ask me, what are those little, I don't even know what they said, what they called this. So these I get on Amazon. The phone case things I get on Amazon. These are straws. I get these on Amazon. I like that they have a little clip. Carnival Cruises does not use plastic straws because they're trying to be safe for the earth and the ocean. So they have dissolvable straws. Some people don't like that. Some people don't like paper straws either. They get wet and whatever. So I got these reusable straws. They're stainless steel. Okay, they come in this little kit. Comes with a straw washer thing, and then how do you okay, there we go. This straw opens up. This is the little top for the mouthpiece, right? And it opens up. It's a regular straw. They can put it in their cup. And then they have this maybe on a lanyard or something around their neck if they're on a cruise. Typically, people bring lanyards and then they can like screw it back together so they don't lose their straw. And then they've got a straw cleaner thingy. So when they go back to their cabin or if they go in a bathroom or whatever, they can kind of clean it out. So I get these on Amazon. There's 10 in a pack. And I can't remember how much they are, but anybody that wants links to stuff wants to know. I'm happy to share whatever. Nothing here is exclusive. So I do that. And then this is very memorable. It has my branded on it. I don't know if where I'm holding it. Is that okay? So you know what this is, right? This is a luggage tag. So on the back, I wanted something that was kind of like, I don't personally like to have my name really bright here, and it's on my luggage in the airport and somebody could see it, recognize and read my name and be like, "Hey, Roxanne," and then I look away and then my bag's gone or something. I don't know. I'm not usually that anxiety ridden, but it's just a weird thing. But this way they can take out the little paper and it's kind of behind this little thing, right? They can fill it out if they want. If they don't have to. Maybe they're not even going to use it. I don't know. But I hope they will, because bought them on Temu, and this is the really this place on Temu is the best place I found to get these, and they're like screen printed. It's not a sticker, and it's like a leathery one. I've gotten free samples from all different companies that's near me, like for Imprint, all of those places. Oh, what is, can't remember. Discountmugs.com is another place to get branded stuff. And I didn't like the quality of them. I really liked the quality of the Temu one. I was trying to support more American made company in, USA companies, but at the end of the day, Temu for the win, so I'm supporting overseas. And I always include, oh gosh, I can't get it out. I always include a business card in my box. Even though they already know how to get a hold of me, who I am, I put two in a package. In all the Gus packages, I put at least two in the box because one, if they want to keep it and to share it, if they have somebody else they want to give it to, or if they want to give away both of them, they can. Okay. And then I always include a handwritten letter. I bought these thank you cards. I don't know if you can see it because of the whatever. It says thank you, and it has like a pretty vase with flowers. It's just very simple. And these are like in plastic little things, and they've got an envelope, like a gold envelope. I get them super cheap at Aldi. I'm running out, so I hope Aldi brings more back. Something else I did pay extra for. I don't always include this trifold brochure. I made these trifold brochures on using Canva, and of course, because of my stupid Zoom screen, whatever. Yeah. So I like to include this. It's just like an information packet. It just says about me on the back, contact information always, what I book, what my favorite things to book, how to get in touch with me, recommending travel insurance, and just some pictures. So it's kind of more of a marketing thing. For cruises, I always include one of these clear plastic tags for their travel bag, for their check bag or whatever. And I talk with people that have cruises booked. So if they're local to me, I deliver my box in person if they're local to me. If they're not, then I ship it. And I use Pirate Ship. If you guys have heard of pirateship.com, just go pirateship.com, make an account. It's free to have an account and you get discounted postage. Like I shipped the box that you're looking at there is a bigger size box than this one because of my packing cubes I insisted on sending to them don't really fit in this box very good. You have to really shove it. And then, oh my gosh. Anyway, so the box that you're looking at this on the screen, you can tell there's tissue paper on the sides there. And then I printed off tracing paper on my printer with my logo. It didn't really work on all the pages other than that one page. And the other day was the first time I ever tried doing that. I had learned about it on, I don't know, a TikTok or something probably. But I'm all about branding things. Because anything you can brand, it makes you look professional, it makes you look better. I want it to, the purpose of it is to get people to remember you, right? And when you get a gift, you think about when you get a gift, presentation is everything. You're opening up a gift and you're like, wow, what am I getting in here? Even if it's like 2 things, 3 things, it doesn't matter how many things are in there. Presentation is huge. So I try to present my packages. I do have a sticker that I put on the top here too, of a logo sticker. It's just, it serves no purpose other than there's a logo on there, right? And then these packages all got these little like thank you stickers. That's it for my pictures, but yeah. I hope that's helpful. I don't always do little cups. I do something a little bit different for kind of each person that's traveling. Depending upon where they're going, what kind of travel they're doing. My people that just went to Aruba, I sent them, I happened to have two, I think they're like 10-ounce tumblers. They're tall, skinny tumblers. And I have what is it called? It's not a Cricut, but it's the Silhouette label, the not label printer, but the vinyl printer. And I do t-shirts, I do all kinds of stuff. So like I just I made them their own mugs with their name on it. If you don't have those things to do that, you can also order those kind of things from Etsy. I love Etsy. Um, so I had actually ordered from Etsy another person who made luggage tags in the very beginning. I had luggage tags made. I just left, they were like acrylic luggage tags, and they just had their first name, last name, and a phone number is all I had. Those were engraved luggage tags. That's before I got my branded luggage tags. And I had no way to brand those luggage tags because I was customizing them, personalizing them for each traveler that was leaving. And I had ordered them after they paid their, I didn't order them until after they paid off their travels. Because what if they cancel? You know, and then you've got these customized luggage tags to somebody else's name and phone number. So that's just what I did. Etsy is a great place for that kind of stuff. I'm super resourceful, so and I want to find the best deal. I think these fans I also found on Amazon. They were cheaper on Amazon than on Temu because I looked there too. But yeah, um, that's what I do. Do you guys have any questions? I have some questions in the chat, so give me a second. Let me look here. For cruises, are you able to indicate it's their birthday so it doesn't cost you anything? So for cruises, yeah. Sometimes there are special notes that depending on the cruise line that you're booking with, I've seen on NCL. I know that for sure because that's how Nikki got into this because I booked her NCL honeymoon on NCL, and um I was able to put in the notes for a special anniversary or oh yeah, it was your honeymoon, right? Well, it was your 1 year
Yes,
anniversary and honeymoon. So I was
yes.
able to put in the special notes for them for a cake to be delivered to them at dinner on a particular day. So sometimes you have to let your guest know, hey, I put in on for you guys to be delivered this on this day or anytime on your trip or something like that. Because if they don't receive it, they might need to ask and say, hey, our travel agent put this in for us. Did you guys get that? You know, um, these boxes, how often do I send them? I send them about the time that I also put in the box their final travel documents. So like with Vacation Express, they'll send me an email and say, here's your customer's travel documents. I always print them out because I'm old school and when I'm traveling, I like to have something in paper to reference or look at or hand to the people when I'm checking in. So I make sure to print those out and I put them in the box too. Um, I also put them in electronically in my Travefy system for their trip plan so they can refer to them electronically. And I tell people if you have anything electronic that you want to make sure you have that's super important, like travel documents, put it on your phone or whatever, or take a screenshot or take a picture with your phone so you have a photo. Because if they get there and they have to pay extra for Wi-Fi for some reason, most places have free Wi-Fi nowadays, but maybe if the Wi-Fi isn't working or isn't connecting or who knows what, any important travel documents like that, tell them just to take a picture of it or take a screenshot of it so that you have a picture because you can always get into your pictures. So I send the box when I get that email of the final travel documents, and I get the final travel documents, and my system is that I send it to my guest, make sure your names are spelled correctly, even though I've already asked them that when we first booked it. I asked them, make sure your names are spelled correctly, make sure your birth dates are correct, everything is correct again. And then I'll email them their final travel documents. I'll print them off and I'll tell them when I email them, I'm going to print off hard copies and send it to you in the mail with a little box of my thanks and gratitude for booking with me. Or I personally deliver it. And if they're local to me, then I arrange a time to meet with them. I do gifts, but then it equates to my commission, so I don't make anything. Then your gifts are too big, too extravagant. Try to keep your gifts to about 10% or less of what your commission is. Okay, does that kind of help as a guideline? The kind of packing cubes I have. Okay, so these packing cubes are called compression packing cubes. If you want to give me like a minute or less, I can run down the hallway to my room and get one of my packing cubes, but no, I should have gotten it ahead of time. I should have grabbed it. I can actually open this one up and just show you what that means, the compression. I love these. They help me pack more clothes in my suitcase. Okay, let me undo this. That was the compression part. Now this is the cube, opening it up. Here, hold on. So this is a packing cube, all the way opened up. Okay, and then it's got like a mesh top, this one does, to close it, and you zip it closed, right? So you roll up your outfits, and then you close it up, and then hope everything is in there, right? And then you grab this inside one and you zip it closed. So now it's compressing and pulling everything closed. Way easier to show unfilled than when it's filled. Sometimes I have to really massage it and get it in there to get it to close all the way because I've packed it so full. So truth be told, I couldn't close one of my packing cubes. And this package of packing cubes comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different cubes. 2 of a small size, 2 of a medium size, and 2 of a larger size. And I get these on Temu or Amazon. I try to look for the best price. I like to spend between $10 and $15. The cheaper I can get it, the better. Because and this is plenty for a couple, for 2 people. There's 6 cubes they can share, right? Each person gets one of each size. And really they fit in your suitcase like Tetris. I like them because it keeps everything organized, it keeps everything together, and it's less mess if your suitcase breaks, or if your guest suitcase breaks in the airport or something, and then their clothes go all over the place, or if TSA is checking things and they open up the suitcase and they look in there, it feels like a violation to me. And then I've gotten it where I got home and opened up my suitcase and there was like a note inside, like, this suitcase was checked by TSA, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I hope everything's in here. So I like to have everything packed away in, like, I have even a different kind of packing cube that I put my other things in, like my nightlight. I like to bring a nightlight wherever we go. Other random things that are in my suitcase. Let's see. Robin loves the straws. This is the last one I have. I have to order more. I also do put, like, I have little stickers with my logo on my straws that I will put like a sticker on the back side. These straws all say something. This one says like life's sweet, I think. They were like all uplifting, encouraging little things. And I thought, oh, how cute that is, you know? So I thought, well, I'm going to brand it. And I put my sticker on the back side, like a 1.5-inch round sticker. I ordered from Sticker U because I just got sick of printing my own stickers. So I just ordered a bunch. But yeah. Does anyone else have any questions? Jenny, the packing cubes are called, did I already answer this? Compression packing cubes?
Yeah, that's what you said.
Okay, good. Yep,
So
compression.
did
It has
you
the second.
do you order all the stickers from Sticker U?
StickerU.com.
Okay,
I love
thank
to
you.
order stickers from there because I'm always going to use stickers for stuff. Like this one is specifically, I think it's called like tattoo or something because it's a different kind of sticker. It's not cheap. It's like $70 for, I think that's what I paid last, was $70 for however many stickers that got me, like 20 stickers or something. But I knew I was going to be having a lot of these. So I guess I have too many expenses. But and these little cruise things I get on Amazon, or sometimes on Amazon, you can get a set of like 10 of these and lanyards. So if I can find, these ones are like more Royal Caribbean because they're narrower. I sell a lot of like the wider ones where the cruises I sell primarily are Princess and Carnival. A lot of those, and those are wider. The Royal Caribbean are narrower. I have a couple Royal Caribbean people coming up. So I got narrower ones, and I like to get them in a set that also come with cruise lanyards, because if they have a lanyard for the sign and sail card, that's helpful to have. MSC also has the wider ones of these, and I also get those that come with lanyards. Some people don't care for the lanyards, a lot of people do. It's a convenience thing, and it's up to everybody individually, really. Princess doesn't have sign and seal cards, they have medallions. So the medallion it comes with a lanyard, a skinny lanyard, and an attachment thing to put the medallion in. And my husband and I used what we got with our medallions, the things that came free, and it worked just fine for us. I did buy my sister-in-law and brother-in-law went on a Princess cruise, and I bought them a wristband. It kind of looks like a watch band, and you pop the medallion into that wristband. It's silicone, so it's water safe, and the medallion is safe in water too. It's fine. It doesn't affect anything when it goes in water. But everyone is different. You know, some people like the Princess clip. There's a different kind of clip, or an attachment for on an Apple Watch phone. I find them all on Amazon. So I try to give people things that are useful that I would use. Okay. If you guys have any questions, I put my email in the chat. I'll put it in there again just in case anybody didn't get it. Oops. Travel. Gmail.
Roxanne,
Jenny. Yes.
is it sticker YOU or sticker U?
YOU. Yep, that's correct. YOU. Yep. I contact the concierge at the resort my clients are going to and order something for them. Tuxedo strawberries, wine, Sprite. Yes, that's perfect, Jenny. Do that. They will remember that. That's an experience. All of that is great. So even if you just want to send them, even if you just get a bunch of luggage tags that's branded to your brand, you can write off the cost of the luggage tags whatever year that you bought them in, right? And then you could send them their final travel documents in a mailer like that, the black and white picture that I had with the black pouches. I had like bubble pouches. They're 6x10 size bubble pouches I get on Amazon. These luggage tags, Grace, I get on Temu. You just type in like personalized luggage tags. And I was a little bit anxious the first time, so I only ordered a handful, like 15 or 20 of these, because I didn't want to have too many and they were useless. I had ordered on Amazon other luggage tags that are not branded, thinking, oh, I can put my sticker on them, but my sticker won't stay on them. They are silicone, so don't order silicone luggage tags trying to sticker them up to make them branded. The stickers will not stick on anything silicone. Yes, yeah, use Rakuten to get to Temu and get some cash back for that. I've done that. I've learned my lesson. I no longer go just to the Temu app. I go through Rakuten on my computer. It's just, even though it's not as convenient when I'm thinking of, oh, I need to order XYZ, I get out my computer and go get it. So, and Temu, yep, they personalize them. So you can see like proof or something, like a virtual proof. I designed it in Canva. Yes. So then it says in Temu like the size of, the dimensions. And then I just make sure my file in Canva is that correct size. And then this one came out perfectly. It's like just a little bit to the edges of the little stitching thing. So yeah. You guys got my email if you want to get a hold of me on Facebook. Let's be friends. And you can send me a message. You can send me an email, whatever you want. Okay. If you guys have any questions. All right. You guys all have a good day. Thanks for joining my training. I appreciate it. I'll be back here, same place, same time next week, Thursday, for more. See you guys.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.